Hello friends, welcome to my channel Code with Siddhi. Guys, before continuing with this session, please I just want to request you, please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it, and please subscribe this channel to your friends so that they'll get benefit from these videos. Okay guys, today's our topic is OOPS concepts, which is a very basic thing if you are learning any language, whether it's a Java, whether it's a C++, or anything. So you need to understand these concepts thoroughly. Then only you'll be able to learn any language very quickly. Okay, guys, let's. I'm just giving you overview here, which are the topics that we are going to cover under OOPS concepts, and those are data hiding, abstraction, encapsulation, tightly encapsulated classes, inheritance, which is also called as a relationship, has a relationship, the difference between inheritance, which is a relationship, and has a relationship. Then there is a topic which is a method signature, overloading and overriding. These concepts are very important interview point of view, because many of the times interviewer will ask this question: what is the difference between overloading and overriding? Then there is a topic called static control flow. If your program consists of lots of static variables and static blocks, then what is the order of execution of those static variables and block? This we are going to cover under static control flow subtopic. After that, in the same way, we'll cover instance control flow. Then there is a topic constructors, which is also very important. There are lots of questions like whether your Java program supports constructor overloading or not. Those concepts we are going to cover under this topic. Then there is a coupling, and last one is cohesion. So guys, these are the topics we are going to cover under OOPS concepts. So without further delay, we'll continue with the first topic, which is a data hiding. Okay guys, as its name suggests, it's a very simple thing, which is a data hiding is all about hiding your internal data from the outside world. Okay, the best examples of data hiding is your Gmail account and your ATM card. How as you can see in the diagram, your internal data is nothing but your if we take example of ATM card, that means even if you lost your ATM card, and the person who found out your ATM card will not able to access your account balance, or he'll be not able to withdraw your money. Why? Because he need to provide proper ATM pin, a valid ATM pin. After validation only he'll be able to withdraw your money or check a balance. Okay, so yeah, this is the example of data hiding. Means you have to, if any outside user want to access your internal data, your private data, he has to provide validation, he has to go through that validation, then only he'll be able to access your data. So yeah, and another except ATM card, there is another example I have given, which is gmail.com. So if you want to check your inbox mails, so you first have to give your proper Gmail ID and password, then only you'll be able to see those inbox emails. Okay, so yeah, so you have to go through validation process, then only your internal data will be accessible to you, okay, or anyone. So this is about data hiding. Okay, so we'll see how we are going to achieve data hiding in our Java language. Yeah, it's simple. We'll achieve data hiding by just declaring our data members or variables as private. As you can see here, I just given one small example where I have declared or created a class account, okay, which is a public account class, and I have declared one data member which is balance. Okay, your account has a member balance and which I declared private. Yeah guys, this is the way of achieving data hiding in your Java, because outside user cannot access your private data member of the class. So no one can access this balance through your object also. So if anyone wants to access this balance, this private member of the class, then he need to call get balance method. Okay, inside get balance method we will write some validation code, like what is here, what is his signature kind of thing. So if we take real life example, if even your relatives or friends or anyone knows that you have a bank account, you have account in ICICI Bank, they cannot go directly and ask that what is the balance of this person. They bank people don't give you information to that person. They'll ask that give you a proper just provide us a validated information of yours, then only we are going to give you balance. They will ask him for his sign. If he is claiming that he is the same person, he's the person. Or you also, if you went to any bank and said I have an account and I have this account number, just please give, I want to withdraw money, they will not allow you. You have to go through validation process. You have to give signature, and then only they will give you whatever information you ask for. They will tell you your balance, or they will allow you to withdraw money. Okay, this is all about data hiding. The main advantage of this data hiding concept is security. Your data will be secure. Okay, no third person will come and ask for your internal data, your private data. He had to go through the proper validation process, then only he'll be able to access your internal data, if you allow, if that process allows him. Okay guys, this is all about data hiding concept. Hope you guys understand this topic. Please guys do like and subscribe to my channel, and please hit the bell icon present on the channel, so that you will be get updated whenever I upload new videos. Okay guys, bye bye. See you in the next session. Bye.